Hello again, YouTube. This the truth, man. Giving you the truth. I was trying to take a little break, but it's finna be a little soapbox now. I gotta bring on my soapbox, man. I would entitle this "All Your Black Inferiority Complex is Caving In." So now what? Now what, huh? Now what? And I may change the title, but now what? Your boy Biden, 12 soldiers dead, glitches all over the place, high gas prices. So now what? Oh, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Now what? Now what? I got God-inspired energy. I ain't even been back to sleep. Now what? Roots. Oh, we were all enslaved. Alex Haley just settled. And I did my own research because I heard a couple YouTubers talking about it. So I looked into it. And Alex Haley was sued for plagiarism and he had to settle because he got some of the root story from previous novels. So now what? Stuff done came out about Harriet Tubman that slavery wasn't what people think. So now what, Mr. Long Dreadlock? Now what, Mr. Beard? Am I still a sellout? Am I still selling out the people, or are you selling out the people? Or are you street thugs? I'm a shooter. I got shooters, 1, 2, 3. Who's the real sellout? Is the homicidal maniac in your family with the teardrops on his face? Or is it me? Is it me? Is it Ben Carson? Is it Larry Elder? Are we the real sellouts? Or is it the neighborhood drug dealer? Or is it the panhandler, swindler granddaddy who rather sit on a stoop and ask people for change to get drinks, but 20 years ago he was laying pipe. He was laying pipe. See, I'm a real prophet. See, if you want a little half gay, sorry. But if you want a little suit wearing preacher that's just gonna collect money and ain't gonna tell you the truth, you in the wrong place. Your panhandler granddaddy that was a Rolling Stone and caused the birth of a bunch of crummy losers who ain't doing well in life, ain't trying to do well in life. They graduate from delinquency to food stamps, etc. and so forth? Or am I a sellout? Stuff that came out about your white savior. That ain't the one who I'm a prophet for. No, sir. You gotta keep watching to know who I prophesy for. I don't prophesy for the powers that be Messiah. I prophesy for the Messiah. I prophesy for the Most High. So now what? Now what? You think you so progressive? You think you so pro-black, quote unquote, but you basically regurgitating false information. The fact of the matter is, just like all these other immigrants, a lot of our ancestors came over here too, because in ancient times, they viewed America as the land of milk and honey. They thought that this was the land that the Bible was talking about, so to speak. And yeah, you had a couple savages that kidnap people and this, that. You had human trafficking of a different form going on to a certain extent. But your world is crashing in. Your false information is coming down. You say I'm a false prophet because I say his name wasn't Jesus. You say I'm a false prophet because I compare, you know how the snake is on the pole? Think hard. Think hard now. Serpent, cross, pole, two snakes on the pole. What symbol is that? Is that the symbol of the Most High's church? The people y'all could be learning from, some of them you might listen to. See, the Most High have to do this. This is what I noticed the Most High is doing. The people that he wants you to hear from, you won't support them. You won't listen to them. You don't give them any money. You give money to other people for other reasons, so it's funny how he's starting to talk through them. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Because you won't listen to his people, he comes through the people that you're going to listen to. And I just sit back and I watch it unfold, and it's so funny. You think you're going to get on there and just hear about dating and why you shouldn't get married. And some of those guys, really, their heart ain't their heart ain't bad towards the Most High. I'm going to tell you something. And I ain't going to say his name, but it's somebody that I watch all the time. I know that this man does not have a problem with God. This man, like many other men, has a problem with religion, has a problem with falsehoods, has a problem with sticking to one woman and it fails and now you ain't getting none. People be wanting to have sex, y'all. People be wanting to have sex, y'all. People don't be wanting to marry no woman that when she gets mad at you, now you on the couch. You ain't got none from her. 2 or 3 months. Some guys, you can't do that. Like, some guys are up in age, and if she denies him for 2 or 3 months, now he's unable to perform. It's not that he can't perform per se. He has those moments of poor performance because, I'll give you an analogy you can understand. If you let a car sit for 6 months, what's going to happen? A used car or even a new car, if you don't start that car up for 6 months, what's going to happen? That car is going to have trouble starting up, or it might not. It's going to have to get charged back up. Do you not understand that the human body is set up in a similar prototype as a car? Think about it. We have a brain, we have a heart, we have organs. A car has a battery, it has an engine, it has a muffler tailpipe, it has air filters. We have nostrils. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's why if somebody don't believe in God, okay. Hey, man. Have a nice day, man. If you ever want to learn, though, I'll be around. But I need a drink. So, yeah. I'm going to close with that. Your world is coming tumbling down, Mr. Pro-Black. You know what? The people who claim to be pro-black, they not the real pro-blacks. The real pro-blacks is like Dane Calloway. The ones who will dig, and face opposition for the truth. Not the ones that just go along. They got dreads, they got a beard, they vote Democrat, they call people brother, they wear red and green. Not them. Maybe some of them. But the majority, not them. Giving panhandlers money to OD with, not them. The real pro-blacks are the ones you think are the sellouts. The ones that you think, oh, he married a white woman. And this was funny. Black women can marry white men all the time. And people don't say much of nothing, but as soon as a black dude marry a white woman, he's a sellout. It's a double standard. It's a double standard. But they can do it all the time, though. When Candace Owens talks, people don't look at, oh, she's married to a white man. No, they listen to what she got to say. She is married to a white man. Now, if your motives are good and you don't have a false bias, hey, I used to be the main one against it, but when I saw how trifling some of us this color can be, I said, you know what, man? Whatever. I had to tell my sons, like I had to really change my tune. Because I was going in. And then one of my sons started working, where he was dealing with a lot of us this color. A lot of disrespect. You know how we get disrespectful. We want to fight till we lose, then we want to bring out guns like a bunk. You know, little skinny, shriveled up dude trying to fight big dudes, then he get beat up. And one of my college buddies is dead, same scenario. Guy tried to fight him, talking all this yin yang, got beat up, came back with a gun and shot him to death. It's like you can't escape it. You pretty much damned if you do, damned if you don't. You move to the white area, you got the Karens starting stuff and they trying to throw you in jail. You move to the black area and they stealing your cars, trying to break in your house. Dudes with little dusty tank tops and tight pants on, shoes that don't match, trying to break in your house. So you gotta pick your poison. I'm picking the suburbs. I'm dealing with whatever in them suburbs. But your world is coming down, black man. There ain't no excuses no more for your failures. There ain't no excuses no more for my failures. This is the information age. All the real information is coming out. See, that's why I had to leave my last job. Because it's like, my knowledge was up here. Their knowledge was down here. It's like you couldn't even have conversations. People find out stuff you done said because they don't research, they don't know. They involved in evil behaviors. They want to hold against you your knowledge. Bye-bye. And I'm sure a lot of them was glad I left. I'm glad I left. But your world is coming tumbling down. Your little slavery story is false. And and trust me, man, it's a hard pill for me to swallow too. stuff about the Messiah, a lot of information has been false. And this is coming from the prophet, y'all. It's been false information. You basically allow white people to be superior with a false story. We all should be equals, and don't fight them. Let them, if that's, hey man, if somebody, you can't control how somebody think, but you can control what they do to you. If they put their hands on you or something like that, but you can't control how people think. I don't care what you think. And if you want to use the N word, please, please just use it where I can get paid money for it. Because I'm going to become Denzel Washington right before your eyes. And boy, you call me that word, I'm going to sue you. And I'm going to get paid, you know. So, that's all I had. That's all I had. Your world is coming tumbling down. Your little BLM stuff. The truth came out about her or them. They're not about the family. Your little, your hero that died in the hands of the police. Yeah, the police was wrong, but stuff came out about him too. The most recent incident in Milwaukee, nobody want to talk about that because, that guy shot a cop. No, we want to talk about race. We want to talk about race. Race. They the reason why I'm on food stamps. Race. I'm not on food stamps. I'm just talking in terms of somebody else. I'm going to pay for my food. I'm going to pay for. I could get food stamps because I'm a family of 6. Nah, never. I get out here and grind until I'm crawling around. I'm done with that food stamp stuff. Never. So anybody that's related to me, stop trying to get my wife to get on food stamps. Because you have that poor mindset. You want to be on food stamps. Do not try to tell her to get on no food stamp. And she's not going to go against me. Because I'm not going for no food stamps in my house. I'm just not. Food stamps are not for somebody that's married to me. Now my sons, they grown. If they chose that, that's them. But nobody that's married to me is finna be getting no food stamps. If you want to live a food stamp life, go get you a food stamp husband. Not saying my wife agree with me. I'm just using that in turn, and that's how some of y'all should think. Don't tell me nothing about how you oppressed and you ain't in college, you ain't start no business, you ain't got no side hustle. Listen. There's food pantries everywhere, right? Do not come up to me and ask me for no change. If you want to buy a beer, go do a labor ready. Go do some type of work. I'm not buying you a beer unless you my buddy and we drinking beer together. You want a beer? Go work and buy your own beer. Guys coming up to you. Now these kids, 16, and if they selling water, stuff like that, I'm not going to buy water from every kid I see. But when I see I saw a young dude, when I see dudes trying to make it, I'm going to encourage them and I'm going to support them sometimes. Sometimes. But all of these stories and public school, really? Earth science, really? Slavery, really? That's all I got.